Okay, today's conversation starts off with Smith. Smith sounds scary already. He comes in and he says, Johnson, have you got many assignments right now? Ooh. Assignments are jobs or tasks that you have to do. So, of course, when you are working, you're going to have assignments, just like when you're in school.
Right.
You might have your English assignment, your history, your math assignment. That's like your homework. But in the working world, your assignments are just the different jobs you have to do every day.
OK， 所以一开始我们看到，感觉就是职场霸凌要出现了。这个他就开始一进来，可能就说 Johnson， 你现在手上有很多工作吗？其中的 assignment 大家可能不陌生，因为在学校的时候，老师也会给我们 assignment， 就是一些作业。OK， 那其实呢，它在就是职场上啦 ，assignment 也可以表示分派的任务。那当然，它是源自于动词 assign， 就是有指派这样的意思。So let's take a look at how we can use this word. We could say the students were given a homework or assignment. Or maybe I could say the reporter's assignment is to interview the candidate.
All right, next we have Johnson. Johnson is the person who is kind of getting yelled at.
He's going to get bullied.
He's getting bullied a little bit. He seems a bit nervous because he says, yeah, I have quite a few things I need to do. Quite a few is another way of saying like a lot, or quite
I'm
a
busy.
bit. You might be confused because you see a few. Usually a few means a little.
A little.
It means not a lot, but quite a few means, you have a lot of things, or many things I need to do. So it's kind of a way of downplaying it a little bit. If you say I have quite a few things to do, it's a different way of saying, yes, I'm busy.
I have lots of things.
I have lots of things to do, but it's
tons of things.
It's kind of a more polite way to say
I think he sounds scared.
He sounds a little bit intimidated, like I said. He's a little bit frightened.
OK， 所以 Johnson 感觉就是比较弱势的那一方，所以当然这时候他好像有点紧张。他说：“是的 ，I have quite a few things I need to do。”这里他当然也可以说 I have many or lots of things I have to do。我也表示我有很多事情要做，但是为什么他用 quite a few？OK， 或是我们常会用 quite a lot、quite a bit。其实呢，这是比较婉转的语气，但同样它也有着 lots of、many。OK， 许多、大量的意思。For example, I could say something like, "Quite a few students from our high school go on to college."
So Johnson is basically saying, yes, I am busy. I've got a lot of things to do.
What are you gonna do to me?
Yeah, Smith is not sympathetic to this at all. He says, well, you'll have to make room for another one. So he basically says,
he's not very nice.
You're busy? I don't care. Too bad. Too bad.
Yeah, that's just another way of putting it.
Here's some more stuff to do.
OK， 所以 Smith 他人有没有很好，并没有，他就听到他已经这么忙了 ，Johnson 那么忙，但他说，你可能还要再多做另一件事情哦。这里的 room 其实 make room for something， 就是可能要留一点更多的什么余地啦、机会或是可能性这样子意思。Okay, so for example, room can also mean space. For example, I'm trying to make room for a vegetable garden in the backyard.
That's right, but here we're talking about making room in your schedule. So you're gonna have to move some things around so you can do more work. Hooray, more work. Everybody loves more work. What's he going to do? What's Johnson going to have to do in addition to all this other stuff that he has to get done? Smith says, I need you to do this sales report for me.
For me.
Okay, that's the key part.
That's a key word.
This means that probably this is something that
Smith is supposed to do.
Should be doing. It's Smith's job, but he's saying, you do it for me. Okay, this is where the bullying part comes in.
Gosh.
Office bullies will often do this. They'll try to make other people do their work.
And he says it out loud.
Yeah, and he's just like, here, you do this. This is my job, but you do my job for me.
天哪 ，Smith， 你真的大言不惭，还说好了，Johnson， 我需要你帮我做这个 sales report， 就是销售报告，帮我做 for me。And Johnson, is he just gonna go and do it for him?
Yeah, it seems, well, he's trying to kind of be polite again. Johnson is very polite. He didn't say, yeah, I'm busy. I have a lot of stuff to do.
Hello, can't you see?
He says, I have quite a few things to do. I have quite a few assignments on my desk. Here he just tries to kind of make a point by asking a question. He's not being so direct. He's not just saying, that's your job. He says it as a question. He says, aren't sales reports your responsibility?
Oh.
Your responsibility are the things that you are supposed to do.
Yeah,
okay, so
Smith.
when you have a certain job, you have responsibilities, okay? Like the accountant is in charge of the accounts. That's their responsibility. Sales reports are supposed to be Smith's responsibility. It's Smith's job, not Johnson's.
OK， 所以 Johnson 这时候其实还是很客气啦，他就说，哎，可是这个销售报告不是您负责的吗 ？OK， 这里我们看到 responsibility 这个字 ，responsibility responsibility， 哇，很长的一个字，这是个名词，表示责任或是职责。OK，for example， 我常常会用到这个字哦，像是mowing the lawn is your responsibility。小时候我都很不喜欢除草，我就可能会跟我哥哥这么说，或者呢，我可能会说 she has to deal with a lot of family and work responsibilities。OK，responsibility 就是职责。那如果我们要用形容词，就是你负责什么，我们则可以用 responsible for something。You're responsible for blah blah blah.
Okay, so Johnson was trying to be nice about this, trying to indirectly remind the other person that that's your job. That's not my job. You're supposed to take care of that. That's your responsibility. Smith is a bully, so he's probably not going to take that well. He says, don't use that tone of voice with me, Johnson. Don't use that tone of voice. It sounds like your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
Like yelling at you when you've done something wrong.
And you're the bully.
Yeah,
you can't
that's
talk.
the bully. Like your tone of voice is the way that you speak. You might use a very soft tone of voice like this. Or you might use a very loud tone of voice like this. And he was being nice, but he's accusing. Smith is like accusing Johnson of using a tone that's not appropriate.
Okay, so Smith 这时候还有点可能是恼羞成怒，他说：“哎。”你不要用那种口气跟我说话哦 ，Johnson. And then he continues and says, "You'll do this one because I'm telling you to do it." Yeah, he does sound like a dad or a mom. I need it by Thursday. 因为我要你做，你就做。我需要在星期四之前完成。Sounds like a mom because I told you so.
Yeah, you do it because I said so.
It's like
there is no reason. The reason is I said to do it.
Why? Yeah.
That's enough.
So Thursday, is that going to happen?
Well, Johnson, again, he's trying to be nice about this. Not working so well so far. He says, Thursday, but I have other work due by then. Yeah, if something is due, it means it has to be finished by this time. So he has a lot of other stuff that is due by Thursday. He has to finish it by Thursday. It sounds like he doesn't have room in his schedule to do this other person's work for them, and he's trying to be nice about it, but it's just not working.
I know, and it's very honest too. Johnson 说什么星期四，但是我还有其他的工作要在完全期限完成。OK， 这里我们看到 due D-U-E 这个形容词是指着应该完成的或是到期的意思，所以常常我们可能会问老师说 When is the assignment due? That just means when are you supposed to give the completed assignment to the teacher or to your teacher? OK， 或者呢 when we are borrowing books.We might say your books are due back to the library by a certain date, okay? So you have to return your books by that date. Okay, so this is what due means. Now, I wonder what Johnson, so he's got a lot on his plate and he says, I might miss a deadline.
Yeah, I might miss a deadline. Like if I've got too much, I might not get things done in time.
Yeah, he has so much.
Your deadline is when things are due by. That's when they are supposed to be finished. If your deadline is tomorrow, it means the work has to be finished by tomorrow. It has to be done. It has to be completed. So Johnson's basically saying, well, if I have too much to do, I might not get my work done on time. I might miss
he has a good point.
The deadline. So he's kind of trying to suggest I don't have room for this extra work.
It's gonna happen. Okay.
He's trying to say it indirectly though. He's not saying, look,
yes,
I don't have time.
Very polite.
Give it to somebody else. He's basically the complete opposite of Smith.
Yeah， 其实 Johnson 已经很客气，他说：“哎呦，可是这样我可能会无法如期完成他的手上工作。” Deadline 当然就是最后期限，但是我们常常会说 meet a deadline 就是按时完成，或者是 miss a deadline 就像本课就是没有按时完成。So for example, we had to hurry to meet the deadline. Okay, so don't do things at the last minute.
That's right. You always want to meet the deadline and not miss the deadline. Smith is just not getting the message. Yes, I think Johnson
he doesn't care, probably.
Johnson is being a bit too polite, but that's just the way he is. Smith says this is more urgent, so do it first. Wow, he is a bully.
He sounds like his boss.
Yeah, if something is urgent, it means it needs to be completed quickly. Perhaps the deadline is very close. If the deadline is 1 hour from now, then yes, it is very urgent. It needs to be done right now. So Smith says, yeah, my work that I'm getting you to do,
more important.
It's more important than the work that you're doing. So, wow, this really is an office bully.
Right. 竟然 Smith 还有脸说啊，不好意思哦，这件事情更急，所以先做。Urgent 呢，这个形容词 urgent 就是急迫的、紧急的。比方像是 an urgent message。Okay, I have an urgent message for Sam. Where is he? 感觉好像很紧急，要留讯息给 Sam. Or we could talk about an urgent meeting. For example, health chiefs have called an urgent meeting to discuss the problem.
Next, Smith says you'll probably have to stay late to finish the rest. So not only is he taking his work and giving it to Johnson, making him do it first, but he's saying, yeah, you'll have to stay late, like work overtime, to finish your own work. So it just keeps getting worse and worse for Johnson. Then,
what's worse?
Smith has the nerve to say that's what you get for working so slowly. So he's giving the other person his work, telling him to do his work first, and then blaming him, saying he's working slowly. So yeah, this is what it means to be an office bully. He's picking on Johnson because perhaps Johnson is a little bit more mild, a little bit more polite, or too nice.
Smith 就说：“哎呀，我跟你讲，你可能要加班才可以完成其他的工作。”什么？他为了你加班 ？OK，stay late 其实就是比较晚。待到比较晚，但是 work overtime 就有加班的意思。OK， 当然这时候他就说：“哎呦，这就是你做事速度太慢才会这样啊！你怎么还好意思说 ？”So Johnson's like he probably doesn't know what to say. He says, "But that's not fair." So finally, he's going to be very honest about this whole situation. 他说：“这不太公平吧？” And what will Smith say?
Smith just says,
to this?
"Deal with it." Deal with it basically means too bad. You have to do it. You have to do it anyway, so just do it. Stop complaining, just do the work.
Just do my work for
me.
me.
Do my work in this case. So he has no sympathy. He doesn't care if it's fair or not fair. He's just saying, do it. And he says, if you can't finish all your work, that's not my problem.
Thank you.
Even though he's making it his problem.
Exactly. Deal with it. 其实讲话已经开始很机车。他说，你就去面对处理它吧。如果你不能完成所有的工作，不好意思哦，那不是我的问题。Now Johnson is probably going to fight back a little bit by saying, "What if I tell the boss about this?" 这时候 Johnson 开始想要有一种硬起来，他说：“如果我告诉老板呢 ，Is Smith going to be afraid of that?"
Well, here we have an example of what we call office politics, the little power games that people might play with each other. Smith says, "Go ahead, yeah, you can do it. Go ahead and do it. I've worked here for longer than you." Okay, so Smith has been with the company longer than Johnson, and the boss likes me.
No.
So he's saying, okay, if you go tell the boss. I've been here longer, so perhaps I'm more important. And the boss likes me. So if the boss likes him and maybe doesn't know who Johnson is,
he's gonna be on my side.
Yeah, he's going to take my side over yours. So you can go tell him whatever you like.
Oh gosh， 所以 Smith 这时候他没有在怕的，他说 Go ahead， 你去啊，我在公司工作的时间都比你还久还长，老板拜托他是喜欢我的。And then he continues and says, if you complain, he'll think you're not suitable for the job.
Ouch.
Yeah， 如果你去抱怨，他只会认定，你可能不太适合这份工作。Suitable, S-U-I-T-A-B-L-E， 这个形容词就是适合的这样的意思。Okay, for example, is this shirt suitable for work? Okay, or her experience makes her more suitable for the job. Okay, that's what suitable means.
That's right. So, this is a very tough situation for Johnson. And Smith, he's not done yet. He's got more. He says, what's more, everyone will know you can't pull your weight. Pull your weight is an idiom that we often see in working situations. It means you can't do your share of the work. So everyone is supposed to pull their own weight. It means we each have our set of responsibilities. If you can take care of them, if you can do your work, your part of it, you can pull your weight. It means you can do your job, do it well, do it on time. If you can't pull your weight, well, you might end up getting fired. You might not be suitable for the job.
He's very good at twisting his words.
Yes, he
okay.
is.
所以 Smith 就说，还有呢 ，What's more， 每个人就会知道，哎呀，你不能完成自己的本分。这里 pull one's weight 其实就是尽自己本分这样的意思。For example, you have to pull your own weight around here if you want to stay.
Next, Smith says, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. This is another expression, which means if you can't handle the pressure of the job, then you should not be doing that job. You should just get out. You should quit. You should not be here.
天哪，这句话听起来已经嘲讽到就是顶点。他说 ，If you can't stand or take the heat, get out of the kitchen. 怕热就别进厨房，是什么意思呢？就是用于表示，如果你没有办法应付做事情的困难 ，OK， 就不要做啊。OK，and let's take a look at this phrase a little bit more in our shortcut for you.